Can I actually, just speaking of cutting in line, can I ask you, I want a social verdict on this. And I don't know if I did the right thing because like I've heard on the internet that like maybe it was the wrong thing to do. But years and years and years ago, this was actually when I was in college, I was taking like a summer course at a local community college. Like it was a photography course, I think. And I had to go sign up for it in person.
Mm-hmm.
So I got there, but as I read, like, get there early. So I got there before the admission or whatever, like the kiosk window opens so that I could like properly sign up for this class. And I get there beforehand. I'm the first person in line before the thing opens, and people start queuing up behind me. So there's maybe like 10 or 15 people behind me. And the window isn't open yet, but the lady's like getting ready to open the window. So everyone sees that.
Mm-hmm.
And then one person comes up ahead of 15 people and then directs her question to me. She says, "Hey," I think she said something to the effect of, had a really busy morning and I have to get out of here fast. Can I cut in line?" And to me, I was like also like 19 at the time, so I like didn't know what the proper etiquette was. And like in any other situation, I would be like, sure, whatever. But I felt this like really strong social pressure because there were 15 people behind me to be like, "Hey, I'm totally fine with you cutting in front of me, but like there's 15 other people behind me. Like you got to ask them if they're cool with it." And so I put the onus on them, and boy, did the mob mentality come out because they were like, "No way."
Yeah, I think that's fair. I think things happen, and you're allowed to ask.
Yes, sure.
But I think you should be willing to accept the
answer. The answer, right?
It's the same. It's in the same mindset of like you get placed on a seat on an airline or whatever, and they're like, "Hey, switching. Hey, would you mind switching? We got separated."
Yeah.
Depending on the airline, you should ideally have chosen your seats together.
Right. Yeah. Totally.
Unless you get switched up.
That's for me. It's like, look, I know airlines are price gouging everyone in every way possible, and so like I, as a single traveler, will oftentimes just do the like, assign me a seat later, just because I can save the $40 or whatever.
Right.
Which, because I'm like trying to save costs,
Yeah.
So I do that, and I'm willing to accept the possibility that I end up in the middle, which is the worst possible thing. But a lot of times I do end up just on an aisle or
aisle or
window.
Aisle, window, middle.
But I will argue, if you're traveling with two other people or you're a family, do not rely on the kindness of strangers to resort you into seats next to each other. You just pay up front because you got to do it. You got to call it the family tax. All right? You guys families get a discount from the government on taxes every year, but you got to pay a little extra when you get on an airline.